what's up everybody? This is Daniel Sterry back at it again, recording another video. Has nothing to do with vinyl actually. This is going to be a review of two songs that just came out. One came out a couple days ago and the other one came out a couple months ago, but I didn't see a lot of like real reviews on it other than white people bitching about it on YouTube. So we're going to do When the Stillness Comes by Slayer, and Bitch Better Have My Money by Rihanna in the same video. Thought I'd mix it up, do something fun like that. First on our list is When Stillness Comes by Slayer. There's your album art right there. As you can see, it was a picture disc 7-inch exclusive record store day release Slayer put out in preparation for their new album, which they said would be coming out this year. I personally like Slayer a lot. Mostly their early stuff though. I can't really get into anything they put out past 1991. I think, yeah, 91-ish. Okay. So we're just gonna jump into this one and then do the next one. So When Stillness Comes, it started out with this like weird intro sort of deal. This like clean guitar and led into this other clean guitar intro, but it like really plodded along and changed to another clean riff and then like hammered in with this like breakdowny, like really heavy groove thing they had going on. It was actually a pretty cool riff, but then about a minute and a half, 2 minutes into the song, the lyrics came in, and it was just there were some weak lyrics, singing about like blood looking like paste on the walls and blood dripping from the ceiling like rain, which may be an allusion to their Rain in Blood album, but I don't know. Who knows? There's a lyric about bodies looking like dolls, my eyes being the last thing you'll see. It's like violent, but like melodramatic violent, and not like the real visceral, out of this world violence that Slayer was known for back in the day. The scary, like occult violence. This seems like they just took it right out of like The Hills Have Eyes or whatever. Just wrote a song about that. Then they after there's a couple of verses and choruses. The song actually really plods along. It was really hard for me to get through. It starts to build into this like climactic, like the riffs get more fervent and more louder, a little bit faster, and the climax of that was actually very anticlimactic. It was a little bit on the slow side. Didn't really speed up into anything spectacular. It just it kept going and going and didn't really lead anywhere. And then there's like a riff and some drums and like the thing that Slayer they do a lot, but it was very disappointing. It was a single note being chugged and some drums being hit, and then it goes into the same riff the first time but with a different beat underneath it, and then a breakdown. It actually felt more like a beatdown song, like a hardcore like beatdown song, than like a Slayer song. It didn't feel thrashy at all. It was slow and plodding and like uninspired and uncreative. It was very tiring, and it sounded more like maybe something off of Harm's Way's new record than a Slayer record, which left me a little disappointed. So I'm gonna give that song a strong 3, like 4 out of 10. Next we have Bitch Better Have My Money by Rihanna. Here's your album art there, swinging it around there. And that it was actually an interesting song. She performed it live for the first time on like the iHeart Music Awards or something with like a helicopter. People were like, holy shit, what's going on here? It caught my attention because it was a very interesting song. It didn't really sound like anything she had put out before. The intro to the song was a little weird. It was just some like synths bouncing around and her saying yayo over and over again, which was a little weird to me, but I sat through it. And then this insane beat drops, this crazy like trap beat. It was awesome. The bass, awesome on this song. The instrumentation, very cool, very slick instrumentation, well produced but not overproduced. It's an awesome song. Rihanna has some solid bars on this song. She actually spits very well for a trap record. If, you know, it would hold its own against like the Chief Keefs, the Waka Flockas, etc., out there in trap. It's a solid song. The track can hold its own as far as a trap song goes. And then the outro, it's like a breakdown, sampled breakdown outro thing that she does toward the end is actually very catchy too. I found myself nodding my head throughout the video, as well as the hook, the really, really infectious hook on this song. It's a solid song. It's a great pop song, a great hip-hop song, whatever you want to call it. It's a banger, and it's one of my favorite Rihanna songs so far, so I'm going to give that a strong 6, light 7 out of 10. And if you have anything to say, any suggestions, questions, comments, etc., things you want me to review, things you want me to cover, leave it in the comment section down around there, I guess. Your Rihanna song was cool, strong 6, light 7 on that. Yeah, I'll catch you next time. Thank you for tuning in.